Just gonna try to keep pushing forward. I say that after having just done the ocean part where I had trouble pushing forward at all. Big door. Oh, I thought it was the spiders. Oh. Where? No, I don't want airlock. Who's coming on? Does that mean someone's coming on the ship? Fuck that, man. Fuck. I think that means someone else is coming on the ship, right? That means that... Is that the suit? That's still out there? The last monster wasn't too big of a deal. Can I touch that thing? No. That was weird. So I'm here. Alright, I can plan my path, apparently. So... I went through an airlock thing to get here. It's a big snaking hallway. Am I trying to get to the living area or the labs? Anyway, I need to keep pressing this. The direction I was facing when I came down this hallway is the way I want to go in the long term, all the way. There's a few locks. I assume the red locks are currently closed, so it's a pretty straight path. So I need to turn right and then left for a bit. Huh. Lots of straight paths. Then living area seems to be my goal, because the labs are all closed off. There's like nothing going on here. There's like 3 rooms I can duck into if I want to. Alright. Let's make magic, alright? What's going on in here? I don't know. I'm trying to just keep pressing forward. Because I desperately don't want to. Alright, airlock. Whatever it is, I haven't found it yet. Okay, don't like that. I want to back up a bit. That's like just enough build-up. Oh, fuck you, man. What? Oh, no. What? Did it slow down? No. Oh, fuck. Is it going slow, at least? Oh, fuck. Fuck. I think I have to look at it. It's SCP containment breach. 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 We're still doing horror games. Fuck, but the door is slow. I need a clear path. We saw from the map this place winds around a bit. I need time. It's a looping area. Fuck you. Find the next door. Find the next door. Can I go through here? No, I can't. Fuck you. Alright. Fuck that. Fuck that. Fuck you. You creepy fuck. Are you open yet? Ha 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 ha. Ha 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 ha. Open every door I find just in case I need it. You fucking game. That's the only way to go. Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you. No. Thank God I played horror games on sad games. That's the SCP containment breach monster. I think. It seemed to go faster when I wasn't looking at it. I don't know. I might be just making up what the mechanics were, but when it can't climb ladders, can it? I don't know, when it came running at me, and then I looked at, but when I was looking at it, like, stopped, but then whenever I got far away from it, it seemed to pick up speed to make up the distance as I went around corners. I think that means that it was the SCP Containment Breach monster. You can watch that in the Halloween special, by the way. You can either go to Sad Games to watch that video, or you can look at my Halloween special I uploaded a few weeks ago, and look in the description for, like, the time code for the SCP Containment Breach, and you'll know what I'm talking about. Fuck. Are we done with him? Please? Oh, because of course. Shit, I'm back down here again. Is he gonna be back? You know what? He's mechanically driven. He's like the creature from... it's like Slender Man. He can't stay scary if I know his mechanics too well, right? We're in the living quarters already? We made freaking... good pacing, alright, well... Oh, chugging a little bit. Stop. Ah. Dried squid minnows, repair paste. Other stuff. Wait, intravenous? No, don't inject squid. Whatever you're doing. Storage. Ross. It's Ross's room. It's locked remotely. Unlabeled, I think? You know what, leave me alone, Ross. I like to explore. Nothing on that. Lots of empty rooms. Infirmary, bathroom, dispatch, dive room. So one of these is good. One of these. Oh, go away, Ross. Calm your tits. Storage. Let's check the blank rooms first. That's probably the most likely place to find, like, story. Oh. The fuck, man. They're like pill bugs, but they're humans. Look at this guy. Jesus Christ. Yeah. I feel bad about killing some of them sometimes, even though what the hell, where are they gonna go? Like, everything's fucked at this point. But man, if I could, like, turn this one off, I think he wouldn't mind. He's been impaled straight through. He's just struggling and groaning. And this one just looks like a pill bug grew all over somebody. Is that a baby on top? That looks like a baby is on top. Alright. I think this is just gonna be a really fucked up series of monsters they created. It's just gonna be a horrible freak show theme park ride for a little while.
Can't we do anything for him?
No. We're out of sedatives. If we had a gun, this would be the time to pull it out.
Did not expect it to end like this. Should have jumped the climber back to Omicron.
Without the Ark?
Forget about the Ark.
No, you don't get to say that. It's the only thing left of value, you know that.
Yeah.
Promise you won't leave it behind.
We'll all be dead one day. Then what?
Well, better keep it safe until then. Don't want the wow to take it, swallow it whole.
I'm sorry, Catherine.
It's okay, Ian. Just let it out. Let it all out.
That was the end for him. I gotta say, that was a cool touch that I got to see the map of that area before I went through it, so I was equipped with the information I needed to navigate that monster. The Stoics are land this ocean out now. So once I realized, like, oh yeah, it's gonna chase me, but slowly, so I can kind of like loop around and like backtrack through areas. That meant that I, like, once I saw that the area had looping environments, I knew that I could sort of get away that way. Alright. Wait, did I check these already? We found cool stories in them before. There's a phone. Lots of open food packets. Ross, stop it. Being rude now. High pressure. Oh no. We're just gonna find out how everyone died that's left around here. There was like 5 or 6 people in the crew. Oh man. There's nothing I can do about him? Is that Alexei? What does his face look like? God damn. The WoW really doesn't do you any favors.
What the fuck did we do?
Hey, try not to think about it.
My whole life, I've been a good man. We messed up, Sarah.
There.
I should have launched. Taken the chance.
There's time. If Ashkin says we could try again, when things calm down.
You gotta do it, you know? You got to.
Oh man. He's holding a picture of Catherine. And he's dead. They're all dead in their beds, specifically. Like, they weren't... These guys weren't all murdered, they just... Oh. This is the ultimate fate. This is what happens to you in this situation. Tables covered in open food wrappers and everything. This is just where they were stuck. They laid down in bed. And they just died eventually. Because they were just here. They were stuck. There's nowhere to go. So they just... It's been so long that all the humans just kind of... starved to death, and the WoW's gotten to this one already, and a few of them, and fucked with, it probably didn't get to them until they were dead. Now it's just fucking with their bodies afterwards, like that rat that I infected. But here's a darker thing we're talking about. So he said they talked about how they apparently didn't launch because something was wrong, and they need to take the chance later or something. They're like, we've done something horrible, I think I'm a good man or something. He's holding a picture of Catherine Chun. The people in the other cell, that was Peterson, I think his name was, or whatever, he said something along the lines of like, he said, I'm sorry, Catherine? And they said, it's okay, let it all out. I think Catherine I think something went wrong, and Catherine was like, fuck it, let's take the chance and launch it anyway. And I think they panicked, and I think Catherine might be dead. I mean, they're all dead at this point. But I think Catherine might have been killed by the crew, because she's very specifically... All these memories I'm seeing are the final memories of people from her crew. She's part of this crew, but she's not with them. I haven't found her body yet, and they're saying, I'm sorry, Catherine, and her voice is not in any of these memories. Bathroom. I insist on knowing what happened here. I'll get to you later. Broken mirror. Nothing horrible in the bathroom? How did they manage to fuck up the shower? Someone just get mad and punch it? What's that sound? Oh, it's just the light. Infirmary. There's a ladder for the infirmary? Well, how does that work? Why would you need to climb a ladder to get to the infirmary? That's probably the thing. That's probably my ultimate destination. That seems like a problematic plan. If someone's injured to the point of needing an infirmary, you probably don't want to have to climb a ladder. Circuit boards. That's all just empty stuff. Yeah, the WoW got everywhere. Alright. storage. What's in here? Lots of gas. Lots of wow goop. Just kind of noises and gross. Alright. Well, the monster is not catching me so far, so I think we're clear there. Just Ross is being impatient. I think the monster was Yoshida? I think that's the name I said. I think it was the guy that was on the system just saying that he had been in the systems lately. Where's this go? Dispatch. Dive room? Oh, that one goes down. Alright. I might have to go in all these different locations at this point. Let's check the infirmary first. I'm being arbitrary at this point. They all involve leaving the room in more extreme ways. I hope to go the correct way last if I can, just because I wanna see these context storyline things. Oh no. Remotely locked.
Go away, wow. Not letting you or your stupid pets inside.
Someone's talking to me. That was a person. I don't know if she's a robot, like in a body, like an AI, or if she is an actual human or not, but that was a person. She's in the infirmary. Huh. If anyone's gonna survive, it'd probably be in the infirmary, right? You can keep someone alive for longer. Dispatch and dive room. Well, dive room's how you would leave, basically. That's probably where I'll go last. But I probably have to do something here, right? Dispatch. Oh, dispatch is communications, right. I had to process that for a moment. Is this where... Oh, can I contact the infirmary and tell her I'm a human? Phi transport line, what? Tau quarters access, it goes through a line down to assembly access. There's some cross lines, immediate wet storage. Oh, okay, so the central thing is the tunnel module. That's how you would transfer an object through an automated system. Station entry, those are straightforward enough. So there's a rail. There's a rail for a shuttle you could transfer something on. So that's probably, they're telling me that's probably because of the arc, right? You need to go left to get the Phi and the Omega space gun, so I probably have to put the arc on that rail to get through here, but they're marking a footpath. So I can either walk to wet storage or walk to this awkward other direction that takes me to the launch site and dome assembly tool sheds. Alright. So based on that clue, because all these maps are always really important so far, I'm probably putting the arc on a shuttle and then having to walk separately from it or something. I hope I'm wrong about the walking part. I'd love to just ride the arc. Post-impact notes. January 12th. Minor structural damage, radio knocked out. January 17th. Communications recovered. Omicron and the rest of PATHOS-II are alright. Then time passes and it sinks in how much you're stuck here. April 3rd. Cross-site radio failing. Lumar probes keep losing the link. Urgent fix needed. Tau can't retrieve the climber until the link is working. So as long as they're in that situation... Oh no. So Tau can't retrieve the climber, so that means they can't leave? So even if there were still people alive upstairs, their comms are broken and they can't retrieve the climber, so they have no way of getting back from down here. And they said that there was a rumor spreading that the attempt to launch the Ark and everything, or evacuation attempt or whatever, like there was rumors upstairs, they said, that had failed. And if there's rumors that it failed, then they would just assume everyone was dead down here. And if no one's checking, then they'd have no way of getting out of here because they can't call the climber back down. So they just got stuck down here to either kill each other or starve or get killed by the WoW. April 11th. Visited by SE, Wolchek, Dahl, and Holland. System of bi-weekly visits established until communications are back up to 100%. So yeah, they had to check every other week. Or, I don't know if that's... the bi prefix is problematic. It means twice. It either means twice or every other. It's problematic. So either twice a week or every other week. They're doing communications to make sure things are going on until comms come back online, which I'm sure they never will. Evacuation of Tau ordered. We're all leaving for Omicron. Swarmed by monsters and no radio. We're fucked. Alright. They failed to evacuate Tau. Got attacked by monsters. I'm guessing someone probably did make it back to the climber. Because that's how the rumor would spread that everyone's dead down here. Is there would someone would escape up there, say everyone else is dead. That would be what happened to Ross, because Ross's body was up in the other station. They were talking about it being contained there, so Ross was one of the people that made it out of here. And whoever's with him amongst that group, they said that might have just been Ross, because it was just one other guy in the conversation, and that guy we saw the body of. So Ross escaped. Oh, right. So basically no one escaped. Ross was basically a corpse. They were just storing away, and they kept saying the WoW was trying to reanimate him, and there was no one else from his crew, I don't think. So their attempt to escape, everyone basically did die, but because of the way they found Ross, they assumed everyone was dead. Transmission. Upsilon, right? Wow, all the way back where we started. Oh wow, there's other ones down here. Lipson and Cadiz. Upsilon. This is gonna be as depressing as it should be, huh? None of these should work. That's what they're telling us. Well, maybe Phi, though. No? What if we can call one of the other... I don't know what Lipson and Cadiz are. I don't know if those are Greek letters or not. Are those... No connection? We need to find a what... I think I need to try to call into the infirmary if I can. Door locks. Can I just unlock one? Oh, I can unlock Ross's chamber, huh? Oh, you need a code. I don't know if I know the code. I wonder if there's a real code you can... Oh, I just unlocked the infirmary. There we go. Phi status, that's where we're trying to go next. Oh, there's unstable access tunnels. So I may need to go to that side room, that wet warehouse over there. Or there's no way through. Phi proper. Launch site okay, mission control okay, assembler okay, site fully operational. That might be the first fully operational place we've ever heard of so far. Space gun, flexible barrel, 7290 meters. Whoa. It's a gun that has a cannon that goes from the ocean floor all the way up to the surface of the ocean, and then it fires. Wow. That is insane. So it shoots a 10-ton object from the bottom of the ocean up into space. That's some crazy sci-fi territory right there. Alright, so what does it say? No feedback. And then there's something about a collapsed tunnel, I think. Comm logs. Herber, Siokovsky, Herber, Yoshida, Herber. That's all we got. Alright, I think we're going back to the infirmary at this point, because we just unlocked the door there. Still feeling it weird that the infirmary is on a different floor. Seems like a really bad plan. If it's an important room from an objective perspective, it makes sense for level design. It just doesn't make sense to put an infirmary here, though, if you're trying to treat people. You don't look very robot-y. That's a human, I think. We found a human.
You're different.
Are you human?
Sarah Lindwall. Payload technician at your service. A rare sight, am I right?
I'd say so. You're the first normal living human I've seen.
There's not many left down here. Most of them are up on the plateau.
You mean at Omicron?
Yeah.
There's no one alive at Omicron.
You've been there?
I've been all over. The power plant at Upsilon, the ruins of Lambda, the abandoned Delta, Theta.
You've been to Theta?
There's not a lot left of PATHOS-II.
And, I'm the only living person you've met? You mean I'm the last living human on the planet?
I'm sorry.
Who are you again?
Simon Jarrett.
Stationed out?
Nowhere. I used to work in a bookshop in Toronto. Long story.
Then what the hell are you doing here?
I'm trying to find the Ark.
Why would you? How do you know about that?
I've heard it's the last hope for mankind.
Damn right it is. Now what do you want with it?
Take it to the Gun Phi. Launch it into space.
That was the plan, all right. I've been guarding it ever since we brought it back to Tau. Just couldn't bring myself to let go. To tell you the truth, I don't have the strength to argue. And I certainly don't have the time to wait for the next sentient thing shuffling through here. Go ahead. Take it.
Thank you. Can I get you anything? Do anything for you?
You could kill me.
Good one.
I suck.
Are you serious about me killing you?
No, I'd love to hang around here until I dry up to the size of a raisin. Simon, this fucking sucks. I don't want to live like this.
There's nothing here.
I'm glad you came by. Good to get this over with.
At this point, this is pretty much the thing to do, isn't it? There's no life to get back to and no other humans, and she's the best she can hope for.
Come, I would have cleaned this place up a little bit.
She's either going to starve to death or she's going to get brutally murdered by a horrible monster. And there's nothing else to wait for. Ah.
Would you stay with me, please? It won't be long now. Just... please, just stay. What a crazy thing this was. Life. At least I won't have to turn 30. Hooray! Wish I could have died at home with my friends. Have you ever been to Greenland? It's very beautiful. Well, at least when you get out of the city. Nanook is busy, and yes, there's like 12 million people trying to get around, but it's a great place. Or rather, it was a great place before the comet ended it all. You know what? I prefer it this way. I liked Pathos. Liked my colleagues. Ian, Nick, Jasper, even Catherine. People thought she was weird because she was quiet, but she was cool. Simon, you still there?
I'm here, Sarah.
Don't let him die, okay? Send them out there. Into the stars.
black box is inactive. Probably found a way to switch it off.
I tried it. Well, he's gone. We just slowly watched the last human on Earth die. And she really didn't have anything else to wait to live for at this point. This place is awful. Like, this isn't like, oh man, it sucks in Russia, I guess I'll kill myself. Like, this is the worst place ever, all the time. And like, who would want to be stuck here? It's not like it's just a station at the bottom of the... Like, it'd be one thing if you're stuck on the bottom of the ocean for the rest of your life with, like, some other people and just waiting for mankind to end. But here, it's just monsters. Monsters, and death, and horrible things that turn you into a super mutant thing. Even now, they're all trying to reach their way over to her. They're gonna reach her sooner or later, and she can't really move because she's on life support as she dies, because everyone else is dead too. Seems to have a bunch of pictures of Greenland and maybe her family. Maybe it's where she maybe it's where she grew up. This game is sad. Anything important in here? Just some papers. It'd be a cool touch if I could find something like lore related by going through a trash like that. There's so many beautiful pictures. Kind of like, some of these look like the redwoods in California. That super reflective lake surface. It's fantastic. But this is the Ark. The thing we've been coming towards this entire game. More photos. Radios and monitors, it looks like, of some kind. Another big old Buddha. This one's bigger than the last one. Oh, here's your... There you go, everybody. Here's your depressing wallpaper. If only I could put my dot somewhere where it won't show up, like that lab coat or something. There we go. Dot's harder to see there. There's your depressing wallpaper. She's dead now. Alright. Oh. Got a little heavy rain action there, not being able to get back out of the chair. Anything under there? There's a bra, which apparently I can pick up. Alright, not without much further ado. Intercom. Dispatch. Not much going on here. Door locks. Still can't unlock that one, right? Oh. Jesus. He just gave me the code. Okay, that's freaky. Ross. It's crew photos. Apparently slightly distorted. These are probably all the people we just saw. These are probably all the people we see dead everywhere. Who's that? That Ross? Recent documents. Restore files? Oh no. The final message of everyone dying, basically. Emergency food by Nadine Masters. A thorough look at what common chemicals and compounds found in PATHOS-II could keep you alive in emergency situations. Nutrition Through the Veins by Richard Holland. A manual on how to keep unconscious or comatose colleagues fed through intravenous drip. Last access by Sarah Lindwall. Sarah Lindwall. Alterations, Catherine Chun. Post-construction alterations by Astrid Creer. Methods on how to make room for additional payload after the casing has been constructed and left to Delta. So Catherine was looking on how to fix issues with the firing off the Ark, but Sarah here was looking into how to just live as long as possible. She may have helped other ones, but yeah, here she's keeping herself alive intravenously. She had to pull up files and had to do that, and that's the only reason she was able to last as long as she did. Just because she didn't have the will to kill herself. Because she couldn't do it herself. She clung to life like anyone would. But at this point, I was here to help her, because... what else? This place is the worst.